This is the Infinity Summit Group. Truth, passion, success.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Infinity Summit Group podcast. Today is April 19th, 2021. Welcome back, everybody. I'm Noah.
Xavier.
Logan. Jesse.
Sup, boys. Welcome back again.
Sup.
So we tried to have a guest on this podcast, and all of our potential candidates were out of town. We tried 4 different people.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, there was 4.
Most of them said yes, but they were out of town for today. Yeah, we did try 4, didn't we? Jesus.
Yeah.
That's
All
a
right.
lot.
So anyways, here we are. We're going to talk about the tipping point, tiny bit of current events likely, and then most talk about technology, where that's going, the moralities associated with that. Probably go over our stocks and cryptos a little bit. Just kind of a general catch-up on everything that's going on. First off, though, I've been waiting to share this story for eons. The last 2 podcasts, we haven't gotten around to it. But I was down in Zion's about 2 weeks ago now. What? You guys okay?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, okay.
Did it.
Oh, and you just did it again.
Yeah, to show.
Boop.
All right.
Anyway, so I was down in Zion's about 2 weeks ago, and I come across this little shop that had some coins in it. They looked like silver dollars, like American Eagles. And I know what American Eagles look like. I've got some of them and played with them before. So these looked very, very similar. So I was checking them out, asked the store owner, I was like, hey, are these real? And he said, well, we could not get them verified. We have no clue, but we can't sell them as real silver. They only had 2 of them in the shop. And it was just in an obscure coin collection. This is all, there's a reason they couldn't get them verified, by the way. But anyway, so I decided to buy them because they were $5 a piece. I was like, hell, if they're real silver, then that's a win for me. 500% profit right off the bat. If not, then it's a good learning lesson for $10. So got these 2 coins and took them home. First of all, I was doing some tests once I got back to the house that I was staying at. Tried melting some ice on them, melted very fast. It conducted the cold fairly quickly, not as quickly as I remembered real silver conducting it. And then they sounded kind of high pitched. They looked about the right size, everything. These are pretty good fakes. They look pretty trash now, but when I first got them, they looked pretty darn good. I did see a little bit of like a gold color shining through, which should have been an indication from the start. However, silver tarnish is kind of a gold color. So I was like, okay, well, so I brought these home, and we'll post pictures about them and stuff. Yes.
Yeah.
Anyways, brought these home. It's probably testing them about 45 minutes to an hour. Doing different tests with magnets. They were not magnetic. Silver's not magnetic. It was showing a lot of signs of being silver. Like I said, not magnetic. Ice would melt very quickly. They were really close to the same weight. They looked pretty darn close. But once I started looking into it more, then I could see that they had a lot of signs of being fake coins. Didn't find out what they were until I scratched them. So by the time I scratched them, I knew they were fake, or at least 90% sure they were fake. So I scratched them up and poured bleach on them. Bleach on silver will turn it black almost immediately. It's a very quick reaction. Just a little drop and it turned it black. It was very cool. So what the coin ended up being was a brass coin coated in silver. So it did have some of the properties of silver, but it was definitely brass. Very interesting experiment, and now I know a lot of what to look for in fake coins. So if you guys are curious about that, I definitely check out how to identify fake silver dollars, and it was actually a pretty cool experiment. Yeah.
Does bleach ruin silver?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. So
I mean, yes and no. You can scrub tarnish out, but this is how it looked after me scrubbing for a while.
Okay.
So it's pretty ruined. Definitely don't want to put bleach on silver if you still think it's silver.
So it completely just turns to black forever.
Yeah, it tarnishes it like to the extreme immediately.
Wow.
It's
That's
pretty
crazy.
crazy. And it turns brass green, which is how I figured out it was brass, because there's green
Yeah.
in the scratches. So we'll post pictures of these. I kind of, actually, I don't think I cleaned this one up really well. This one I cleaned up as good as I could, and so that's about what you can get it to.
Okay.
So it's not too bad. This one I think I just washed off with water, and didn't try to scrub it too much.
Here, I can take pictures of both of them.
Yeah, let's do that. And both of these coins that we're posting are fake coins. Should we get a real one and
Yeah.
post it next one?
We should.
All right. I'll be back just a second.
Well, do you want to talk about the tipping point in the meantime?
We can wait for him because it's kind of.
Yeah. I say we.
We could do current events.
What currently
What's
going
newsy?
on? Yeah. What's newsy?
What the hell is her name? The Maxwell lady.
Gisley? The one that was with
No.
Epstein?
No, the one who's inciting violence that they're trying to impeach out of Congress.
Not ringing a bell.
Maxine Waters.
That was not a Maxwell.
No, that's not even close. But yeah, she said if Derek Chauvin isn't charged with it's the highest form of murder, is first or second degree. I don't know which one it is, or maybe even third. I don't know. But she said if he's not charged with that, then they should be more violent out in the streets, like the riots and shit. And so now they're trying to impeach her from Congress. Welcome back.
That's insane.
Well, thank you. That's going to pretty much guarantee she's acquitted, or he's acquitted, right?
Well, that's what the judge said. I don't know the exact quote, but yeah, they said, well, you might have just got yourself, acquitted because you did that. So good job.
So who recently got shot? Besides that lady who thought the handgun was a taser.
Dante,
Dante?
isn't it?
I don't know.
Something Dante.
It's a lot of people, honest.
Well, that was the chick that had the taser thing. That's what I was talking about.
Oh, okay. I thought there was something after. I just keep seeing memes about it, and I'm like, what?
Oh, it probably was the lady then.
Okay.
Dante White, maybe?
There you go.
I know they had another
just hold it
one
on the
where they
sides.
shot some dude, but I also know Twitter purposely edited the video so you couldn't see the gun in the dude's hand.
Oh.
Oh, it's Dante Wright.
Or maybe not know that they did that, but I'm pretty positive I've
All right.
seen something like
What,
that.
the
Let's
13-year-old
let's
kid
pause
that
this
they
conversation. We'll finish out this other thing real quick. When we're taking a picture of these silver coins, the top coin in the pyramid of coins is the real silver coin, and then the two bottom ones are the fake ones.
I'll put that in the caption as well.
Yes, please. But it's kind of hard to tell them apart unless you know what you're looking for. One of the things you guys can look for is on the back of the coin where it says United States of America. The real one has a line coming down off of the U, and the fake ones are just a simple U shape.
Also on the real silver one, the stars are more pronounced.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You can see that.
And you can tell that the stamp wasn't quite centered on the fake ones. And then let me see one of the fake ones real quick. In fact, let me see both of them. So we'll see if you guys can hear this. Let me see. So here's another thing that can kind of indicate whether it's real silver or not. The real silver has more of a ping to it if you tap it with another coin. So here's the fake one. Let's see. So that's the fake one, and here's the real silver. So it's kind of a higher pitched pinging sound.
Yeah, it's
Do
more
it like
of a-
right after each other.
Yeah. So again, fake and then real.
Oh wow,
Definitely
That's
a
actually
tone difference.
way
Yeah.
big tone
Yeah.
difference.
So the first one is brass. Second one is the real silver. It's 0.999 silver. So very interesting. Definitely watch out for fake coins when you're buying silver. Get your silver from a reputable buyer.
Are you gonna
or
keep
dealer?
those coins to make
Oh
sure,
heck
like,
yeah!
to something to go back to, like with this?
I will
noise
always
difference?
keep these coins unless I give them away to someone who I think needs to learn that lesson. Not like I'm gonna give it away as real silver. Yeah, I just sell it to him as real silver. No, like give it away to him and tell him the story behind it so they can keep that in mind, you know. But yeah, I'll definitely be keeping these.
And everything on SD Bullion's verified, right?
Yeah, so the verified ones that I've found are SD Bullion, JM Bullion, AppMex, and Kitco. Those are all reputable online dealers. They've got the real deal. So I like SD Bullion. When they send you something through the mail, they label it as SD bearings.
Bearings?
Bearings, so that people don't know that it's coins that are in the package.
Oh, that's cool.
They just think it's bearings. Yeah.
Oh, that's sick. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what the package that I got with it recently, that's how it was labeled. I was like, heck yeah.
Kind of conceal the true nature.
Oh, yeah.
So it
I
saves
love
you.
it. So both the outer and inner packages were labeled SD bearings. And then once I finally opened it, then it had the receipt SD Bullion.
That's
And
sick.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, stealing mail and opening somebody else's mail is a felony. By the way,
Yes, federal crime.
it's a federal
So
offense.
don't do it.
Don't do it.
Awesome. All right. Back to the Chauvin trial, right? That's what we're talking about.
Yeah, kind of.
Just people getting shot, really.
Yeah, just talking about the recent shootings and
Poor unfortunate souls. Yeah. Now, do you think there's more people getting shot as of late, or just more, or it's just
No.
coming to light more?
Just coming to light.
it's interesting
it seems
reading.
like-
There was literally a guy in Texas that just did a mass shooting, but he's black. You didn't hear about it.
No, I
Okay.
didn't.
Yeah. So
How many people did he kill?
I don't even know because I didn't.
Because nobody
it's
heard
literally
about
just skimmed over. Like, oh, okay.
But it's interesting after reading the tipping point and how they're talking about suicides, and once one person does it, then you start seeing it more.
it. Yeah.
I always wondered about that because it was never an option.
No.
And then all of a sudden, it's so publicized
All of a sudden,
that
everybody
it's an
does it.
option now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Was it that they weren't publicizing it, or it just wasn't popular, and now it's kind of
I
popular
think
to
it just
do
wasn't
school
even a
shootings?
thing.
I just
from
think
what
you
he was
didn't hear
saying.
about it. It was,
I'll bet you the
and then
same
it just
thing.
got crazy people hearing about it. And
I'll
But the
bet you the
news-
same thing, honestly, happened with abortions.
Like one person did it, so
How,
everybody.
no,
just-
how it was like very frowned upon. Nobody did it. It was taboo, and then suddenly it became popular.
Yeah.
And now everybody does it. Yeah.
Same with the LGBT.
It's just like suicide.
absolutely.
It's a fad now.
I do
Like-
know some people jump on the fad train, but there's legit gay people out
Yeah,
there.
of course, and we have all
I'm
the
saying
respect
there's
for him. But I'm
not,
saying
but-
it has turned into a fad. Like all these celebrities and stuff that never ever were a part of it, and now all of a sudden they're, oh, I'm gay or I'm lesbian or I'm trans. Caitlyn Jenner or whatever the hell his
Bruce
her
Dog.
name-
Jenner?
Bruce, yeah.
Bruce,
Jenner.
Caitlyn, whatever.
It's like, so it is a fad, which is kind of honestly demoralizing to all the actual gay people or lesbian or people that are actually part of that community, in my opinion. Because once it's unpopular, then well, they're all,
Do you think those people would have come out one way or another, except that now it's more publicized, and so it's kind of shoved down your throat? Like you wouldn't have. Nobody's gonna come out as straight, you know. It's not something you'll worry about, so you'll know everybody's straight. So now, kind of having all the gay community be like, oh yeah, now we're getting publicized, and then come 10 years from now, everybody's either gonna be straight or gay, and nobody's gonna care, and you're not gonna hear about it.
Already,
Yeah,
nobody
probably.
cares.
Yeah,
So
that's exactly how it's going. There was a time there, a couple of years, where everyone was suddenly gay, and now nobody cares.
yeah,
Yes, because they're trans now.
that's true. Is that even such a hot ticket,
So
topic right now? Either seems like
It-
that's
it
kind
is
of
with
fizzled
kids.
out. Well, yeah, with the
Yeah.
kids, that's a big
Oh,
deal.
boy.
which I disagree with 100,000,000%.
It's
Yep.
disgusting.
Until
you
you're
can
18,
choose when you're an
you
adult.
should not be able to do anything.
Well, I will tell you what. If you do have a trans kid or a gay kid, they are going to start having those feelings come 13, 14, 15, all the way up. But you shouldn't be able to get a sex change before 18.
Not
Before
even
you're
puberty
an
adult.
blockers.
Insane.
Oh, hell no. Nope.
You
Not
can't
until
stunt
you're 18.
anything.
Bro, when we were kids, we used to dress up like fucking Barbies, like in dresses and shit, and look
Yeah.
at us.
Yep.
We're
Yeah.
men.
I
We're
still have
like-
pictures of that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Me
so-
too.
And people literally take that as, oh, my kid is now a transgender. You're like, what? He's 2. He's 1.
Oh,
Yeah, he
yeah.
doesn't
no.
even
And you're
know
putting
what
him
that
on
means.
fucking puberty blockers? No. or hormones, whatever it is. I don't even know.
Yeah. It's I think if my kid were to come to me at 16, 17, 18 and be like, "Hey, this is what I'm feeling. This is, then I would at least talk to him about it. I don't know. It would be hard for me to put them on drugs.
Yeah, but
Just wait
if
till you're
once,
18.
that's what
Hormone
I'm saying,
drugs.
once you're
Yeah.
18, that's your choice.
Mm-hmm.
I
But
just-
until then, the answer is no.
Would
Crowd
you
is
help?
don't
Would you help
understand.
pay for it once they're 18?
I would support my child in whatever way they want.
I wouldn't. I'm
I
not
don't know if
putting
I would pay for
anything. You can do
just
it,
'cause-
but
I
I
it's
wouldn't
going
pay
to
for
be
it, but I'm
funded
going to be
yourself.
supportive for
Well,
it.
I'd be supportive, but I don't think I'd pay for it because, I don't know, Crowder's got a good point on this. He says, I don't want my kid to join a community that has a 54% suicide rate before or after.
Oh yeah,
That's
that's
true.
bad.
It doesn't matter if you get the surgery or not. It's still 54% suicide rate. That's...
Well, and plus, you don't have to pay for them to be supportive. You can still be like, okay, that's that's what you want to do.
Yeah, go
But
get
I'm
'em.
not going to go pay for you. Same with college. I'm not going to pay for my kids' college either.
No.
They can pay for their own college if they want that education.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Interesting.
What about you?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't know. It would be. I'd have to approach it on a case by case basis, but I think if that was 100% what they wanted to do, I would financially support them, just like I will try to financially support them if they want to go to college or do any extracurricular activities, anything to better their life, but while educating them in everything. If they try to go that route, I'll say, okay, here's what you're looking at. You're looking at a 54% suicide rate. In all reality, that's what you're looking at. And I want them to be fully educated before they approach anything. Because I don't want it to be a big surprise when suddenly they want to neck themselves.
Yeah.
If that comes up, because with that many hormones raging around, there's bound to be issues.
Oh, yeah.
One way or another, they're fighting each other. So it's like, oof. Be prepared.
I don't know. I personally don't. It's hard to even say. Like, I don't think my kids would go that route, but you never know. You honestly could never.
It's literally based on like the newest studies from the BYU university are that the gender, not the gender identity, but like the heterosexual homosexual preference is created in the womb, literally.
Really?
Yeah, genetically, that's where it's created. And so it's like, dang, that's where they're either exposed to more testosterone or more estrogen, and that's what makes them gay or straight.
Well, yeah, but we're not talking about gay or straight. We're talking about trans.
Which is going to be down that same pipeline.
Right.
It's just a little further down. I don't know exactly how all that comes into play, but
That
yeah,
feels like a
it's-
mental disorder, for real.
yeah,
Being
it is interesting.
trans.
Well, I don't know. I don't know how it isn't.
I think I would talk to them about it, my kid, and be like, hey, here's all the facts, and just so you know, this might be your challenge in life to live in this body, it's the way you were made, so maybe you can learn something while you're here with it. I don't know.
I guess that's true. It's an interesting way to look at it because it sounds like you're saying like this isn't the final destination. Like this is just part of your
Oh yeah.
your overall journey.
No, my personal belief is that we can live multiple lifetimes.
Yeah, reincarnation. Sort of.
Kind of, yes.
Sort of.
And so it's, yeah, I definitely believe that we learn in each lifetime. And if you're in a body that you don't feel comfortable in, then that might be part of your learning journey. I'd have them read a couple books and do some research on their own before going that route for sure. Just because it would be chemicals in humans make them go crazy.
And that's the extreme though. Like if they were gay, that would kind of be, especially
what
now,
it
an
is.
easy thing. Yeah, it's just like, okay, that's just the way you are.
Yeah. Yeah, coming out of the closet isn't going to be a thing in 10 years.
No, it's just gonna be
It's
that.
already not. That's why our generation is so cool.
Well, there's some of them like that are still working on coming out to their parents and stuff.
That's
But
true.
as soon as our generation becomes adults, nobody's gonna care.
Yeah.
It's like, man,
It is kind of sick, like you're saying. That what is what's cool about our generation is
we don't give a crap.
we don't give a shit,
It's
which
like,
is kind of a good thing
keep
and a
your-
bad
Do
thing.
you have freedom?
What
Do
you
I
want.
have freedom? All right, we're good. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I don't care what you like or what you do.
Yeah.
Just don't infringe on other people winning.
Yep.
Lots of constitutionalists in our generation, and I like it.
Yeah, it's like the first generation, basically forever, that's been more right-leaning than the previous generation.
You know why that is, right?
Huh?
You know why that is, right?
Yeah, because it's crazy.
No, because the liberals are all getting
Oh,
abortions.
that too.
They're
Yeah.
not reproducing. That's literally the reason.
That's a push, Dave, for sure. It's
Well,
gonna be both.
yeah.
Yes,
I
when you
mean-
have one kid to the conservatives having 4,
Yep.
That's
she's gonna
fair
get
enough.
outborn.
GG.
Who else bred themselves to extinction? Was it the Quakers? The religious group, Quakers?
I don't know.
I never
Or
heard of
it
that.
was the
Bred
I
themselves.
think it was the Quakers. They didn't breed themselves to extinction, but they practiced celibacy even in marriage, and so you just die out
because there's none of
What?
them left.
because you can't make more babies.
Why?
That was just their religion.
Sounds like
I
a cult.
think it was the Quakers. There was a bunch of them in their religious revival. I think it was in the 1800s. They did stuff like that. That's when Mormonism came about. That's when all these other.
Mhm.
That's when the Quakers came about. A lot of the different Protestants and became bigger. Protestants came over from Europe, but that's when they all started kind of having a religious boom, and that's when you had the hellfire and brimstone speeches, all that jazz in the 1800s. So, yeah.
Wow.
Anyway, I think it was the Quakers that just didn't breed themselves into extinction.
And
Did they have condoms back then?
No,
Or they just-
celibacy. That means no sex.
How?
That means you just don't make kids, and then you all die out. And that's the end of your religion.
that'd be a miserable
But
fucking
no.
existence.
Yeah.
No, it's a holy existence. Okay.
oh, sure. And Quakers aren't Amish, right? Those are two different
No,
things.
different. Yep.
Okay, I always thought
Mhm.
those were the same thing.
No, Quakers are like dance and literally like quake as they were doing their religious stuff. That's why they're called Quakers.
Weird.
Tweakers?
Yes.
That's a religion, right? Is it? I mean, kind
The
of.
religion
they
of the heroin.
Jedi religion, so.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I would join it.
That's sick.
The
If
Jedi
I got a
Council.
lightsaber,
Would be
you
sick.
would catch me. You'd catch me in there so quick.
Sword fighting big men.
Yep. Exactly.
With their lightsaber.
Oh my god.
If I got the Force and a lightsaber, you'd find me bowing down to whatever. That would be sick.
Yeah.
Statue of Yoda.
Oh yeah. I wouldn't even care. Got an itchy eye here. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Anyway, Quakers bred themselves to extinction, or did not breed themselves to extinction.
Isn't that a tree
How did we
too?
get on Quakers?
'Cause
Yeah.
we were talking about trans and how the liberals don't breed.
Oh, that's
'cause they
right,
Kill
that's
their
right.
babies.
Yes.
We
or at least that's a factor.
to the book.
No, we digress.
That was right,
we,
right?
We digressed from the book.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we digress back to the book.
No.
No.
Somewhat.
Just say,
If you
I
consider what we're
digress.
saying.
Now back to the book.
I digress. Back to the book.
Yes.
What's a tipping point in our
We
history?
didn't even start the book conversation, technically.
We sure did not.
What? Yeah, we did.
And therefore, we cannot digress from it.
We digressed to the start of talking about.
Oh, Logan. You took it in a back alley and you murdered it.
Oh, God. All right, should we start on the book?
I mean, yeah, now that it's dead.
Now that you killed it.
Yep. Might as well beat it with beat that dead horse.
Yeah. Got to dissect it now.
Yep. So tipping points. I know it talked a lot about Paul Revere as a connector.
And shoes.
And shoes. Yeah, what's up? Did they really just like those shoes or what?
Yeah, they like what it was, the Airs,
They
Airwalks?
did talk about Airwalks, but the other shoes.
Hush Puppies.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which I need to see what those look
Is it
like.
hush puppies? Hush puppies
Yeah.
are food.
No, that was a shoe brand
It
too.
is a type of food, but
Hush puppies are good.
They are good. Wasn't it cornbread? Just
Some-
kind of like cornbread, like
Something like that. Ones I had had
Biscuits.
jalapeno.
yeah,
so
I thought
that
they
was
were like
good.
little circles with jalapenos fried.
Yeah,
I never
they're
had them
good.
Pretty
jalapenos.
freaking good.
I'm gonna look up a hush puppy shoe though, so we can see what it looks like.
All right, maybe we should post one.
Cardi
Post a
B is
picture.
bringing back some old clothing brand too, or whatever. Not a brand, but like an old style.
Was-
I think it was the 80s. or
Did
some
Cardi B
shit.
do WAP?
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. We don't care about her, huh?
Nope. Oh, those are hideous.
I disagree. If she
I
brings
don't care
back
about
some
her.
of the old styles, and everybody starts wearing them, I'm into it.
Some of the old styles for women are cool.
They're way cool. The guys too. Okay,
Yeah.
bell-bottom jeans, I'd rock them. I would.
Oh,
Sick.
I was thinking like suits everywhere.
Yeah, like the 20s. Is that
But
the
what
Yeah.
about the parties?
Yeah.
I'm in the
She,
wrong
she's
age.
not bringing back those. She's bringing back
Oh.
like the 80s, 90s. I'm pretty sure.
Oh no. Okay. Not really high hair and everything.
No,
Just
no.
massive hair.
No, we can avoid that.
Dude, it's like a lion's mane. They're peacocking.
Rawr.
Hush puppies.
I've seen those for sure.
Yeah, people still wear those.
Yeah, no.
Those aren't even very good looking shoes.
They're not. They're hideous.
But they've been brought back
Are they?
from the dead
When
No,
this
that
book was
when the
written.
book-
No, that was a
Yeah.
while ago.
when the book was written.
How
Then they were
about
back from the dead.
Blue's Clues? He just talked about that forever, and I hated every second of it.
Oh, he
I
talked
thought it
about
was fascinating
Sesame
because
Street.
I watched Sesame
Yeah,
Street
it's
and
cool.
Blue's Clues. I was like, what?
But
It
the
all
show
makes
sucks.
sense.
So what he was saying about that is people like Blue's Clues a lot, or the kids like Blue's Clues a lot better because they can understand it more. And
Yeah.
they have a better, like, they can pay attention to it, where Sesame Street kind of had some adult humor in there and kind of thing.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's stuff that only adults would kind of pick up on.
In their attempt to make it good for both age groups, they made it good for no age groups.
Yeah. Which is weird because it's popular.
Yeah, it is popular, and they were still talking like 70-80% approval rating, and then Blue's Clues was like 90%. It was,
Yeah.
you know?
I
Well, they
loved
also
Blue's
had, like-
Clues as a kid. I loved
Yeah.
Blue's Clues.
Me too.
They had interactive stuff with Blue's Clues too,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
which is a big part of
And they
it.
tested every episode.
And aired
Whereas-
it 5 times.
Yeah, and Sesame Street was like 1 in 5 that they tested, right? Or 1 in 3.
Yeah, something like that.
So we kind of skipped over what the main point of the book was. So the main point that I got from it was small things can make big changes. Like something small that you put into an ad, or some small, like, say smoking's, like just seeing someone smoke will kind of roll into a big effect for just multiple different avenues. Like the gold box.
You're moving,
Yes.
sorry. You're going moving your
Oh.
cable.
Go ahead.
But anyway, does
Yeah.
somebody want to add to that?
Like
Yeah,
cleaning up
that was
graffiti
incomplete.
stops crime.
I thought that was pretty cool.
That was neat.
Yeah.
It's kind of like your environment shapes who you are, or not you specifically, but the way
Shapes the
people,
society.
yeah, shapes the society.
The broken windows theory.
Yeah.
The broken windows theory.
Yeah, where they say if you have a broken window on a building and you leave it that way, then people are going to think that breaking windows on that building is fine. And so they'll break more windows, and then the rest of the society around it will get trashier.
Riots. Start
And
with a
these
little group of
windows are still
people.
broken.
So basically, little things can have a big impact.
Yeah, when people are able to get away with things, then it escalates,
Hmm.
just like the riots. People are getting away with this stuff, and then more people are doing it, and it just snowballs from there.
Yep.
But in this book, The Tipping Point, you had three different people as far as like selling things goes. You got connectors, and that's people who just know everybody. Seems like
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
met
Have
some
a-
connectors.
have a general acquaintanceship with everybody.
They know a lot, and they know a lot of people, so they can connect you with, like, when you
Yeah.
say, like, oh, I was going to go paintballing, and then they say, oh, I know somebody who went paintballing. Then
Yeah.
they can connect you to that, and you can get the best deals or whatever. They basically know something about every situation. Not every situation, but they have a lot of knowledge because they know a lot of people.
Yeah, and I think Jim is one of those.
You think so?
I think Jim is a type of connector, but he's going to be for a certain field,
Definitely.
you know. But he knows a lot of people. Like he did work with Cleon Skousen,
Did he really?
believe it or not. Yeah.
Wow.
Who's
Okay.
that?
So he wrote The Naked Communist, and his son-in-law is actually who Nephi went to live with in Grouse Creek.
Ooh.
That's pretty cool.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So small world, right? And his name is something Kimber, I think.
Didn't Cleon Skousen write a bunch of like kind of religious books too?
I don't know. The
Okay.
Naked Communist is the only book I know of him, but I'm sure he wrote a bunch of
I
stuff.
think he wrote a bunch of books about Mormonism.
Yeah, that's what I was
Pretty
thinking.
positive he's a Mormon church guy.
Because I've heard that name ever since I was like 8.
Yeah. Then he probably did write a lot of church stuff. I know he's definitely deep in it. So is his son-in-law.
Is he still alive?
Not Cleon.
Okay, I didn't think so.
Kimber is, but he's like in his 80s.
He does do Mormon eschatology. I don't know. I don't even know how to spell that word. It's eschatology. I don't know what that means.
What does that mean? Astrology? I don't know. Anyway, so small world. I think Jim is a type of connector. He used to be a professor down at BYU.
Mm-hmm.
He probably met a lot of people down there.
Oh, I'm
you know?
guessing. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, any other connectors that we really know? Or that we've met? I don't know.
Not within the family or anybody that I've met.
Not
I mean,
really, huh?
I know people that you guys wouldn't know. But
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
That's true. Cool.
The bar, you meet a lot of connectors. People at bars are very social.
Oh, yes. I'm sure.
Yes. But then that's the first type is
You know what?
connectors.
Uncle Monty might be one. Not gonna lie. There's lots of people that know Uncle Monty.
Oh, really?
Like, I know we've been stopped before at the store when my dad was wearing a Shine shirt and being like, "Hey, do you know Monty?" And they'd come and chat my dad up about it and
Oh, crap.
kind of, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think Uncle Monty would be considered one. Just knows a lot of people and a lot of people like him. And
Yeah, he's a pretty likable guy. From what
Yeah.
I understand. Honestly don't have that much experience with him.
he's
But
fun.
I know of him.
I like him.
Monty? Yeah, me neither.
That's Harry's dad, right?
Yeah.
Heck yeah. So the second type of people that you got are salesmen. They boast about the ideas that they love, and their incredibly positive energy is contagious. We all know salesmen.
Yeah.
It's definitely people. It's just like, when they get something in their heads, and then you're sold on it. Somehow I don't understand it, but there are those people who are just contagiously into things.
Are they
I don't understand.
manipulative?
Yeah, some salesmen can be. The salesmen that are
I think the salesmen he
I don't
talks
know.
about are like unintentionally doing it. They're
Yeah.
just so excited that it gets you excited, and it gets.
I thought that was mavens. Or mavens the ones who are like
just-
so.
they have a lot of information about everything.
Oh, okay. So salesmen, they can just kind of convince you to do something.
And just tell you
Yeah,
how
but
awesome
it's not
is.
your traditional salesman, where you go to a car dealership and they all but force you into a car.
Yeah.
Using typical salesman
Manipulation.
techniques. Manipulation, exactly.
That's all manipulation.
Yes. According to the book, it's the type of person where they
It's
just
like a personality
their-
rather than a technique.
Mhm.
they don't even try. It's just like when they're hype, you're hype. But,
I think
Yeah.
Donzi is one of those people. I'm not gonna lie. I think
Yeah?
Donzi and Mason. But
Okay.
Mason's like, he just likes to talk about what he likes, so maybe not. But Donzi for sure. Like he can get me hyped on something I'm not even. I don't
Not
care
even
about.
interested in?
Yeah, it's really weird.
Heck yeah. It's freaking cool. Yeah, we all know good salesmen. And then the third type was mavens. Basically, these are people who know of a lot of things, and they have an approximate knowledge of most things. It doesn't necessarily have to be people like the connectors. Connectors know approximate knowledge of a lot of people. Mavens know an approximate knowledge of a lot of things.
I don't know. He says what mavens are the type of people that would like read the warranty or the terms of service or something.
Yeah.
Just to know.
And can tell you good prices for a lot of things around and all that jazz. Yeah. They're the type of people who would compare TVs or whatever for months and months.
They'll
Getting TVs and returning them. And
they'll call the number on the back of a Ivory soap.
yeah. Excuse me, what is in this soap?
Yeah.
I feel like Tim Pool would be that kind of guy.
Yep.
Yeah,
I think so.
Definitely.
What
Do you
is
think
this?
so?
Yeah.
You know who Tim
He'd
Pool
probably
is?
be a,
I don't.
or
I've
it
never
could be a
seen him.
maven and a connector
Yeah.
combined. Just because of how many followers he has, he can probably find someone for everything.
Well, and he did journalism for a lot of years, so
That's
and
true.
went all over the world. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot, we should meet him someday.
I so
For
want to
real.
meet him. That'd
Be
be
really
so cool.
I'd suck his toes.
All right, cool.
All right.
Thank you for
We've
that.
digressed.
Yes.
Digressed so hard.
He'd be fun to skateboard with.
He
I can't-
skateboards.
Yeah, can
I
you
can't
skateboard?
I can't skateboard, but it'd be sick. Have you seen his?
His, I know that he has a blog out.
Does
that
he
just put out.
skateboard like good?
Yeah, he's pretty good
Yeah,
at it.
but he
Oh.
has like a full-on like skate court or whatever in his garage.
He's a young guy. I figured he was gonna be an old bald dude.
Yeah, what is he, like 30?
I don't know. I didn't.
He's got to be somewhere
See
around
that,
there.
but he looks
30,
younger.
I
35.
thought he was in his 30s.
Okay.
He
But
acts
he
like
is
he's
pretty
12,
young.
but he's just so smart and cool.
Yeah, he's got a lot in that brain,
He
for
would just-
sure.
He'd be a bro.
Yeah, he'd be bro. That'd be so fun to meet him.
It's Steven Crowder. The Hodge twins.
I don't
Dude,
really
Hodge
like
twins.
Steven Crowder, to be honest.
I
with
like
You.
Crowder.
I love Steven Crowder.
I think
He's so
he
funny.
he pushes people too much, and it's annoying to me. When he
Well,
does his little change my mind things, he'll trap people on purpose, and it's like, dude, don't be a dick.
Well,
No way.
He does.
He does not at all.
Definitely
I don't
does.
think he does.
He just uses facts, and people get defensive about it and back themselves up into the
Yeah, but
corner.
he knows they're gonna say it just so he can attack him about it.
Yeah, he
That's
did
the
his
whole
research.
purpose.
I don't,
He
know.
did
I
his
don't like the
research,
way he
and
goes about
people-
it.
I think he does it a good way. Just says, "Ooh."
I do too.
Change
He has
my
a new
mind.
one coming out tomorrow, by the way.
That is interesting that it says change his mind, but the purpose of it is to destroy their argument rather than try to change their mind.
Exactly.
Bro, the red flag laws, the one that he just did, he changed all of their peoples that sat down with him.
Oh, I
Every
haven't,
single one of them.
His Second
I haven't
Amendment.
seen a lot of change my minds. I watched them a couple years ago, and that's how they were.
I know his
I don't know
Second
how they are
Amendment
now.
ones. He's brought people to the shooting range after and tried to help them buy guns and stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
All
it was two girls, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I like him a lot.
So
I listened to like 2 of his podcasts the other day for the first time in years. I didn't mind him too bad. I listened to the one where he had people kneeling on his neck and stuff for 9 minutes.
Yeah. I mean,
Interesting.
he's also a comedian.
Yeah.
He's a comedian, political podcast guy. Like,
So you got to keep that in
It's
mind for
pretty
sure.
provocative for sure, because that's
Yep.
his shtick.
Maybe. Yeah.
He rides that line.
He
Yeah.
rides the line.
And he always has people on who's riding the line with him. They egg
he has
each
Dan
other on.
Crenshaw on, Donald Trump Jr.
Hodge
Or are you
twins.
talking about people that are in the actual studio?
Yeah. People who do the actual
Uh,
studio stuff,
oh.
and they're just firing off at each other. It's funny.
What the
Dave
hell's his name?
Lando?
Dave? Yeah.
He is so
He's-
funny.
Jesus Christ, dude.
I love him.
Cracks me up so bad.
Quickly becoming my favorite on the show.
Yeah, he just says shave your up. Oh, fuck.
He says the kind of stuff that'd come out of our mouths if we were just spitballing, and I love it.
Yeah.
That's what.
I digress.
Ah,
Is that right?
good job.
There you go.
Very nice. You learn quick too.
Yeah.
So tipping point. They did talk a little bit about the stickiness factor. Pretty much, are people going to remember it? Well, was kind of the thing, right?
Will it stick? So is it is it something that they're gonna kind of like integrate to their life? Are they gonna remember it?
So like when they put an ad in the paper and it had a little treasure chest on it, right?
Right.
Or was it an ad on TV and they put the treasure chest?
So it was both. He put an ad on. He made magazines, and there was an ad on TV, and he did a competition with somebody else to see who would have the higher ratings, right?
Yeah.
And the fact that he put a little gold box into the TV program or the TV broadcast, he said, look for this on the magazines or whatever, and you can get something downloaded for free, or
Oh yeah,
you know,
Keep
basically
on or
free programs or free songs. you can
something
get.
like that. So people kind of got into it because it was hands, you know, what do they call that?
Interactive.
Interactive.
They had to go on a hunt for it.
So it got sticky because people had to actually put effort
Go
into
after it, and so they'll remember it.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Which is like, for me, when I see ads, the sticky ones are the funny ones. It's always the
Yes.
funny ones. Those are the stickiest for me, because then you'll remember it. Like Dr. Squatch, like
Yes,
those ones are
Oh,
funny
hell.
as hell. So it's
Or
like you
Old Spice, always.
Old Spice. Mm-hmm. So you'll remember that one because it's funny as hell. Or like Geico, that's sticky because you just know the gecko.
It's always it's always a gecko.
Yep,
And the same slogan every single time.
15% or more.
Yeah.
Yep, that'll live down in history for
Are
probably
you in good
hundreds of
hands?
years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all
Just
of it.
do it.
Yeah.
Jake from State Farm.
Yep.
Yep. So you got to make
$5
it sticky.
foot long. Yeah.
That'll be forever.
Yep.
Even when it's not done anymore.
Mm-hmm. Which. Oh, you're talking about right now that it's not done anymore.
So even when it's not. Rarely it's done. Sometimes you can get a $5 one.
That's true.
It's just not very often.
Yeah, it's usually like almost $10.
Yeah.
But I get the Subway melt. Oh.
So what was the other thing? Because it was sticky, and then there was a just influenced, or was it contagious? There was contagious and then sticky. Contagious is something you just see, so you kind of like start doing it, but it doesn't really stick with you, and it kind of goes away. Because I was just reading the last parts of the book today, like about the smoking, how that you've got some smokers that can quit any time, but they just kind of do it because, you know, other people are doing it, or they do it for social reasons. And then you got those people who go over the amount and just do it so much that it becomes sticky, and then it's just a habit. And now they're just doing it.
I don't remember what it was called. But
So what was the actual question of that?
It wasn't a question.
Oh, I thought you asked. Okay.
Oh, I was saying what was it called, and then I remembered what it was called. Contagious. It was contagious and then sticky.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so contagious is like where it doesn't become a habit. It's just like social.
Yeah.
It's just like drinking.
Oh, that's right.
That'd be contagious.
Yeah.
So
Well, it's
one-
like
one
drinking
person
wine.
drinks, and the more people that drink, the more peer. It's essentially peer pressure kind of thing.
Kind of is, yeah.
Contagious.
It's inspiration.
No.
It's inspiration.
Oh, is that right? Initiation. And then stickiness is where it becomes a habit kind
Yeah.
of thing, and where you'll remember it and do it commonly.
Mhm.
Okay,
A part of your life, basically.
fair enough.
Yep.
Did you guys see how they're paying in Florida? They're paying.
Wait. Let's finish the book.
What?
What else is in the book?
I'm just wrapping up the book, dog.
Okay, well, just don't forget Florida.
Yeah, but do you remember? Do you remember like in school when you're taught how to write paragraphs, and then there's like transition sentences? So now we say, oh, and that's the tipping point, and then the next book's gonna be Self-Discipline by.
Who is it by?
It's not Hal Elrod, is it? No, it's not.
No.
So what else is
2
in the
seconds.
book? Okay,
no,
well, I'm
no.
gonna
This is the transition.
Jesus
This is
Christ.
the transition sentence, brother. This is me saying, and that's all for the tipping point.
It really wasn't that. It was kind of a hard book to follow for me. I don't know.
It was.
just yeah.
He just talked a lot about shoes, and I was like, okay.
Yeah,
Small groups of
Hush
people
puppies.
can make a big change.
jalapeno things. Yeah, we didn't even talk about Paul Revere.
Oh, no.
Not important.
Yeah, whatever. Midnight Ride, whatever.
Basically, he yelled, "The redcoats are coming!"
Right, but he
And
was
the
actually,
word spread.
The British are coming.
like, he did a lot
Yeah.
more than, what I thought was interesting was he did a lot more than just that. Like, that's all he gets known for, but.
Yeah,
went
he
in-
was a connector.
Yeah. He did a lot of stuff.
I mean, if you're yelling down the streets,
Yeah, but when you're
He
Paul
didn't.
Revere, it works.
It said he went to
Yeah.
he went to the leaders of the communities and went and talked to them
Because he knew who to go talk to.
So are we doing how to build self-discipline or daily self-discipline?
How to build self-discipline.
Okay. So next book we're going to do is How to Build Self-Discipline by Martin Meadows. And that you can find it on Audible. and I believe it's on our website as well.
Yes.
So
I actually
guys,
read that book while playing Apex Legends.
Heck yeah.
The whole book.
It's really
Good
short.
stuff.
It's like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
What?
It's really short.
It's good stuff though.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. And we're starting a challenge starting today that we are going to be taking the ice cold showers that are recommended in there. You set a timer for 5 minutes. You turn your shower all the way cold, and you have to stay in the full 5 minutes. And we're doing that until we talk about the book.
So 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Yep. Every day.
What do we have to pay if we don't do it?
It's just a challenge.
But there has to be.
So you have to pay 50. Just kidding.
What?
No.
Just your
Nothing.
pride. Your pride. That's pretty heavy.
You're weak if you don't. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, good point.
Yep. It really does change your self-discipline, though. It's crazy how much it affects everything. But
I don't like that.
anyway, transitioning out of books now. Florida.
Yeah. They're paying people $50 to go apply at McDonald's because people have gotten too comfortable with the government. Like paying them.
Uh-oh.
In Florida?
Uh-huh. Fact checked, true.
What? Well,
So,
that's
yeah,
interesting
that's
because
that.
I thought Florida was like a red state, being all cool.
Yeah, they are.
And they're just vibing at home.
I guess.
Well, is it because there's a lot of old people there who are on Social Security or what? Because
I didn't
that's
do the
government
research
paying.
on it. I was just
That's just
that's
what you
the
saw.
facts. $50, which is not a lot.
They're paying
but
you $50 to apply.
to go do an interview at McDonald's. Yeah,
Just an interview? You don't even got to get hired?
it just said interview
I don't think it'd be hard to get hired though.
at
No.
McDonald's. It's just
Sounds like the fact that you're coming in for an interview is a plus.
I'll do that. I'll go on a vacation to Florida, go in to apply, and then just leave.
Yeah, pay $1,000 to get 50. Yeah.
no, just
No,
go to every
because I'll
McDonald's.
be going there anyway, just to have
Oh,
fun.
yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
It's up 10
It's a good
McDonald's in
Well,
an
that-
afternoon.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a good interview. Thanks, guys.
You got the job. Nah, no thanks.
Actually,
just
I'm
like-
moving.
Very soon.
Tomorrow, in fact.
It's close.
That was close.
That is wild. So, let us transition from there into today's topic: future technology.
Robot cops are scary, and I disagree with it. They have no emotions, and they'll kill you.
Oh, I need to grab me another drink for this.
You can grab me a what is it?
No
Propel?
context
Grab us some
Propel.
whiskey.
or nuances.
It says a McDonald's in Florida, not all McDonald's in Florida.
Really?
Yeah, just one.
Hey, well, it's still one.
Yeah, I don't care the flavor.
A propel?
A propel?
I'll take a water too, brother.
There's only 2.
I'll take a root beer.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go to Walmart tonight. You want me to grab some more?
Sure.
Cool.
Yeah, more drinks, but we're getting on-brand drinks this time.
Yes,
Yes.
not none of this off-brand garbage.
Great value.
It all tastes the same to me.
There's no
Yeah,
way.
it all tastes the same
Mm-mm.
too. I really don't care.
I don't either.
Nope. Off-brand Coke don't taste the same as regular Coke.
Because you're too white. That's why.
Yep.
All sodas taste the same, but not all beer tastes the same.
All beer tastes like ass.
Change my mind.
Facts.
Not all beer tastes like ass.
Every beer.
Every one
Nope.
of them.
Every single goddamn beer tastes like
You don't
ass.
even know the difference between like stouts, lagers,
We're being
pilsners.
defunded. But we're defunded a million years ago anyway.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
What?
Demonetized. My
We
bad.
Yeah, I
can-
was
you can
like,
talk
that
about
wasn't
beer.
off the word.
Well,
talk
we've
about
been
alcohol.
demonetized since we started. Right out of the womb.
Yeah,
No,
as soon
the
as we
first
said
couple-
one swear word.
The first couple episodes, we were clean virgin children, but now we're not.
Yep. No. We've fallen.
Fallen from grace.
should
we
we
are
get back to
Lucifers.
the straight and
there's
narrow
dark
path?
beer. There's light beer.
No,
Is
not
there,
like
there's
that.
dark beer. There's light beer.
there's
Right?
sours, wheat beers. It goes so deep.
There's Maplewood. There's Oakwood. There's Alder.
I guarantee I
Clear
could find a
Rustic.
beer that you would like. Guarantee it.
Just say the day.
I don't know.
Say
I don't know what
less.
you like.
Not beer.
Just get like 30 different flavors. I'll try them all.
I'll bring you some.
Okay.
Okay, from a brewery in Utah. They brew it here.
I'll
And
try
only
s-
here.
I'll try them.
Okay.
Because I also pretty much like Corona and grapefruit Hefeweizen. That's it.
And Heineken.
No, I don't like Heineken.
Yes, you do.
No.
Yes.
I will drink Guinness, though.
Guinness is trash.
And I will drink...
Coors is acceptable.
I hate stouts.
No, I was going to be slapped tonight.
Yes, you're getting
Again.
spanked.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway.
That was savage. That was crazy. That was like the graveyard joke last time. It was just out of the dead. There it is.
Anyways.
Jesus.
If the audience is lost, I'm lost too. So don't worry about it.
We're all lost.
Just like the shipwreck.
I got that now. Okay, I did my research. Okay, I see. I just don't get on the interwebs. Okay, I get on Instagram to look at tattoos, and that's it.
Are you trying to get a tattoo?
I want some. Yeah, definitely.
You got to show us.
I love tattoos.
Yeah.
Which, do you find one you like?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, this dude we got like right next to our house. He's freaking good. He did Tammy's. You'll have to see it.
Yeah.
He just barely did it. It took forever. He had to like draw it out and everything. He wasn't prepared.
Yeah.
But sounds like he's been super busy.
Okay.
And it took all day to do like her and her brother, but they look good.
I'd
Like,
love to, because that's what I'm
super
looking
clean.
for. Is somebody that's good, because I already know what I want. It's
Oh,
just
he'll
finding
take his
an artist.
time. It'll take forever, but he'll do good. Yeah. I don't remember the name, but Tammy will know.
Yeah, I'll have to look up his stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yes.
technologize
We digress.
Yes.
for the 50th time.
Yes. We're just learning vocabulary words, okay? Jeez. Robot cops.
Never again.
Nope.
I take that back.
And I'm leaving.
That's the end of the podcast.
Cutting it out
Check it
right
off.
there.
All
There
right.
we go.
So are they actually trying to do robot cops?
Severely low on lead. What?
Well,
No,
we got
they've
racks.
thought about it.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure they're experimenting on it.
I just don't think that's gonna fly.
They might
Nobody's
be.
gonna like that.
It's not going to fly and it's not going to work because a robot cop is going to enforce the law every single time. A human cop is not going to.
Yeah, you get someone jaywalking, robot cop. Hey, motherfucker.
Yeah.
You're arrested. You're
Here's
shit.
here's a fine. You're getting arrested. Blah blah
That
blah.
would suck.
Yeah, where a cop's like, yeah, whatever.
It's a stupid law.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Definitely, like on the highway, nobody cares if you're going 20 over. Nobody cares.
Yeah, and so it's like, unless you get that one cop. But
That-
if it was RoboCop, it'd be every time.
Okay, how
They
about
would
this?
all care.
Robot cops in the military. So, robo-military.
Robo military?
I don't think robots belong in the military
Nope.
at all.
I wouldn't like that unless there was a human controlling it.
Yep.
But even then,
Kinda sick.
Which would be drones, right? That's
yeah,
drones.
essentially
Yeah, they
it's a
already have those, I
drone, but
guess.
it's a infantry drone.
I was thinking they'd just kill everybody. But also,
Oh,
I was
a
thinking,
robot? Yeah.
I was just thinking of the meme where this dude's playing a video game and he kills somebody's mom in the video game, and he's all, "Ooh, can't kill the little kid, but I can make you blind and deaf." Throws a flashbang in the room. Like, what does it say? You can't be a blind and deaf terrorist.
Oh my god.
Cracked me up.
Yeah, when we start talking about robots in the military, I think of Ender's Game.
That's a fantastic
I
book.
forgot.
It
that
is a
movie.
good book.
Movie sucked.
Essentially,
I don't even remember.
what happens, spoiler alert, is that they teach these kids training simulations, all sorts of crazy stuff, and they end up practicing on these video game simulations of defeating aliens and whatnots. And then one day they do a simulation, and they got a bunch higher ups watching them, and they go for it. They win the simulation, defeat the enemy, whatever. Everyone praises them, and the kids didn't know that the simulation was actually real life. They were controlling real spaceships and stuff.
So they're
But
killing
everybody else did, so they
Yeah.
destroyed an entire planet of alien civilization.
people. Holy crap.
The kids did without anybody telling them, but everyone in the higher ups knew. So
I would
so this
rebel.
kid becomes a legend for it, and he just hates the world pretty much.
Well, I would too
And
if somebody
go-
made me kill people for
Yeah.
it, like without me knowing.
Well, it was bugs, but same thing, you know. it was still an alien race, like an entire planet. So what? And then from there he goes on a quest to essentially try to restore the alien civilization, because he ended up connecting with them. Because when you
That was gross.
when you fight an enemy and you get to know the enemy, then if you really know an enemy, then they're not your enemy anymore, right?
Yeah.
So that's kind of what he did. He connected to this alien civilization, then tried to restore them through the rest of the series, from what I understand. Did I
I only
leave
read the
anything out?
first one. I started reading the second one and was like, nope, this is stupid.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was-
although Ender's
the first
Shadow
one was
was way
definitely
good.
the best, but it was pretty good stuff.
Ender's Shadow is way good too. It's about one of the other people with Ender when they're fighting. It's cool.
I just think of Terminator. Of course.
I haven't seen Terminator.
You've never seen Terminator?
No.
Any of them?
No. Maybe part of
What
one,
the hell?
but no, I haven't.
Elon Musk says
classics.
it's a good idea too, or the
Yeah.
idea makes sense as how AI could take over.
Yeah,
and
it
shows.
absolutely makes sense. Have you heard Elon talk about it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard that, and I've seen iRobot.
Yeah.
You know, and any other apocalyptic desolation caused by robots.
Mm-hmm. Except Terminator, you haven't seen?
No, I haven't. The OG,
The OG.
the OG robot desolation.
Yes.
Yeah, I've not seen that.
What about Neuralink?
Maybe Terminator 3.
I think it's pretty cool.
Oh, yes. Neuralink. I think that would be a cool idea.
Yeah.
Now,
So what
now
all
hold
moving?
on. Now hold on. I want to take it back just a second, because imagine people control these military robots. Do you think that would cause them to take action that was way more extreme than they would if they were actually there?
Absolutely.
100%.
Now, even with laws in place, that's the question. Because if they still got the same laws in place, then
Bro,
and cameras and everything, would it cause them to take that much action, or would it cause them to take less action and be more risky with all of it? Like, we would probably lose a lot more money in robots than we would with people. But that's a lot less life you're risking.
I mean, laws of war don't mean shit. Just like chemical warfare.
Syria.
Well, it
Yeah.
does to us. Like it.
The
Right
U.S.
now.
follows the laws.
What is it? The Geneva Code, or
Geneva
The
Convention.
Geneva Convention.
yeah,
Mhm.
whatever that is.
It only matters until we're losing.
Yep.
Then it's
Yeah, you back
Game
a,
on.
gloves are off.
a dog into a corner, they're gonna act up. If that made any sense, that was fucking weird.
Well, if everybody else is using the stuff, it's not. Well, let's just say this: the U.S. is still the only country in the world to have used an atomic weapon.
And I hope it stays like that. Because if not, it would be adios.
Yeah. So, just for the listeners here, the largest atomic weapon that we detonated on Japan was, I think, 15 to 20 megatons. That's the equivalent of TNT. Excuse me, kilotons. It's 15 to 20 kilotons. So that's like 15 to 20,000 tons of TNT. Yes.
Definitely killed a ton.
Yeah,
Ah,
burn their
good pun.
shadows.
Anyway, but there was a radius there where every pizza was perfectly cooked.
You're right.
Thanks for that knowledge.
All the ramen in a certain radius, perfect.
Thought you were gonna say something like deep.
Nope. Not even close.
To me,
Anyways, so the biggest bomb that's ever been detonated on the Earth, it was 50 megatons. So that's 50 million tons of TNT equivalent. They could have made that one 100 megatons very easily, except the pilot had a better chance of escaping the 50 megaton one after they dropped it. And even that, they had a 50% chance. I did a lot of research into big bombs, so it was cool. It was called the Tsar Bomba. It was detonated by Russia.
Okay. What's the effect when they drop it in the ocean?
Lots of dead fish.
Lots of vapor. I know there's an island. It was called the Bikini Islands that we detonated a bomb on. I think it was us. And it created a crater in this island that was about a mile wide. And it's just a big blue hole now. Uninhabited islands.
Hmm.
Oh, yeah, it's huge.
It's probably
Check
not
it out.
safe to go there, huh?
I don't know if the radiation's still not safe, but I do know we detonated. There's like firsthand accounts of they had ships with sailors on them, and they posted them at certain mile markers, 15, 20, 25 miles, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And they had a lot of them get, like the people who were 25 miles out, 30 miles out from this bomb, and this is miles, they told them to cover their eyes, close their eyes and cover their eyes and face away from the bomb, and they could see their skeletons through their hands, through their closed eyes,
Whoa.
because it was so bright and the heat burned a ton of sailors. They had them go under the, like inside the holes of the ships for like 3 days because of the radiation. Just
Wouldn't they have
They
to
do-
open their
they-
mouth too?
they effed. Oh yeah,
Or else shit would just fucking blow up or whatever.
yeah. All your internals would just hate themselves. Yeah. Because the shock waves and everything, you had to hold on to something, you'd be blown off the ship. Just this 30 miles out from these bombs, and these were not even close to as big. I think the biggest one that the U.S. detonated was 25 or 35 megatons, and then Russia detonated that 50 megaton hydrogen bomb. And like I said, they could have done 100 megaton, but yeah, it's just insanity. There's no point in having them that big. There was rumors where we were creating bombs so big that it could actually throw off the axis of the Earth, the rotation of the Earth.
Oh my God.
And that is false. I looked it up. The type of forces you would have to affect the rotation of the Earth, way bigger than any bomb we could create, like ever. A meteor, a huge meteor, maybe, but a bomb, no. Yeah.
Don't we have like basically a treaty with the entire world? Is if one of us drops a nuke, everybody just full sends?
Yeah, so it's called mass assured destruction.
Mutual
Mutual assured destruction.
yeah.
Thank you.
So that's a scary thought.
Yeah, mutual assured destruction. And during like the Cold War era, the height of we'll say when we were all producing bombs like crazy, there was enough nuclear power to destroy the world as we know it 7 times over.
Nice.
And we just kept producing, so it's like, okay.
So now there's more.
No, we actually have been destroying warheads slowly. I'm sure there's still enough firepower to blow everything away, but
Yeah.
you don't. I mean, you only need to destroy the world once, really.
So is that basically saying like, okay, if one person uses nuclear power, then just
Everybody's
fuck
dying.
everyone's shit up?
Yeah.
So basically, if
You
Joe
launch
Biden,
at me, I'm launching at all of you.
You're all dying. We're
Yeah.
all going to hell or heaven now.
Exactly. And we were very, very close to nuclear war in the Cold War. Like, people had their finger on the button, kind of close.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
it makes me wonder if they'll show us that. What the fuck do they have that we don't know about?
A lot.
How much do I want to talk about?
Whatever.
Everything.
I mean, they have
All
right.
bombs. Hold up. Also, they just confirmed more sightings of UFOs.
That's
Proceed.
pretty sick. Yeah, but a UFO could be like a paper plate in the air, and it's like, oh, I didn't even know what that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like
unidentified
it's
object.
flying over U.S. military
Oh yeah,
bases.
like the pills.
Yes, chasing planes and shiz.
Yeah, that's wild stuff. Where they can go from 60,000 feet to a foot above sea level in seconds.
Yeah, just
Freaking,
I've seen those.
that's crazy.
we digress.
Project Thor, I think it's called. Project Thor.
The tungsten rods.
Tungsten rods from space. That was something that they were trying to develop in the Reagan era, where essentially it's just a massive telephone-sized pole of tungsten that they could launch down from a satellite, and it would cause the same destruction as an atomic weapon.
Wait, what's tungsten?
Tungsten is a very hard metal.
Okay, so it's traveling
It's
at
just a
such a
metal rod.
velocity.
Oh
that
yeah,
just-
traveling very quickly,
That is
and it would
insane.
cause
Nuke
Not
without
only-
fallout.
not only nuclear destruction but also earthquake. It would
That's
destroy.
crazy.
They used it in G.I. Joe, the second
Yeah.
one. If you ever watched that.
Yeah.
I didn't.
London?
I didn't like the GI Joes. They were cheesy.
Yeah,
They were.
but
but
It's
it
G.I.
was
Joe.
something like that. That's your visual representation.
They had earthquake
then-
bombs as well, right? But they're illegal.
Yeah, earthquake bombs are illegal, but they do have them. It's where the bomb penetrates the earth and then explodes.
That's so
Rather
fucked
than
up.
exploding on top. Yeah, because the earthquake bombs were too destructive for civilians and stuff.
well, very clearly they can make earthquake machines because Nikola Tesla did it at one point.
Yes, resonance. Which is going to be another thing that's anyway.
Is napalm legal?
No.
No,
I
that's
wouldn't think so.
chemical warfare.
They use
It's
it
like flamethrowers are illegal too.
Are they? I didn't know that.
Very much so.
I would appreciate flamethrowers being illegal for sure. If I was in war,
Too many people burnt to death.
just like you can't use what is it, soft tip bullets. You got to use full metal jacket so that you can have an open casket funeral.
What the hell is a soft tip?
Like
Where it's just
explodes them.
Like, yeah, hollow point. You can't use hollow point
Oh,
in war.
Okay.
You have to use full metal jacket. So if it blows out the back of your head or the back of your body, whatever, but it you can still have an open casket. People can still see your body. You can kind of fix it up, so it
So
doesn't.
at least they have some kind of respect.
Yeah, there's some respect, but I don't know if the other countries really care.
No.
You know,
Terrorists
Some of them-
don't care about the rules.
No. That's why they're terrorists. They don't bow to civilized society.
No.
Project Marauder, they shoot electric energy balls, essentially lightning balls,
Nice.
out of essentially a rail gun kind of thing. So that's a project that's actually still active and being worked on, as far as I understand. And then they have rail guns that are
Those are
very
so
much
cool.
being worked on, that have a range of like 100 miles or something, just
Railguns
massive.
are so freaking cool.
At Machs, and they can launch things up to, I think it was over Mach 7, like 4,000 miles an hour. Just
What is a railgun?
so a railgun is an electromagnetic gun that shoots a projectile about 25 pounds that looks like a rocket and has the same energy as a school bus traveling over 100 miles an hour. Like, it'll demolish things.
Just
Cool.
damn.
Oh yeah. It will wreck things 100 miles away.
That's crazy.
But the railguns are so energy intensive, and
They shake themselves apart.
yeah, exactly. They shake themselves apart. They're literally bolted all the way down on both sides, and they'll vibrate themselves apart because there's so much energy coming out every time.
I
Yeah.
think they're
So it's not practical.
Not yet, but they legit have them on.
on big warships.
Yeah, they have them on warships right now.
The
That's
ones that
crazy.
have nuclear reactors that power them.
Yeah,
Those ones are.
that's so cool.
That is so cool.
And also scary.
Railguns are so cool. Just the idea is cool. Using magnets to shoot shit. That's awesome.
That is pretty cool.
All right, now I get to talk about a little bit of conspiracy, but not that much. There's rumored. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll talk about this other one first. They have a microwave gun where they can shoot people from a mile away, and it will start cooking them from the inside out. They use it to disperse crowds and stuff with riots.
Yeah, I've seen those.
Yeah. And now for the interesting weapon. There's rumor that the U.S. has developed something that's an electro. It's like a energy resonance weapon, something like that. Essentially, it sublimates metal from a solid to a gas.
Wait, it like dissolves it?
Yeah.
Whoa.
And so, what this can do is take out buildings, take out whatever infrastructure you want.
Weapons and hands.
Planes.
Yeah, weapons, planes, anything, just dissolves it.
That's gnarly.
And
That's
the-
like some sci-fi shit right
Yeah,
there.
so the conspiracy behind this, the conspiracy, and there's a whole book on this, is that's what happened on 9/11.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how all this stuff, because I mean it's a book called Where Did the Towers Go? And it's so intriguing. Like, I only read bits and pieces of it, and mostly heard about it from some dude that may have been off his rocker a little bit. But that's the rumor, that the U.S. has this crazy weapon that makes the atom bomb look like nothing kind of thing, where you can destroy a building or target things, and it's very, very convincing, some of the stuff they have.
A lot of the 9/11 conspiracy theories are convincing. It's like,
Yeah.
ooh.
This one's been the most convincing that I've seen thus far, and it's like a thick book, and they've got all sorts of science and stuff in there. It's pretty cool. And essentially, one of the most convincing parts is like, okay, the rubble pile from these buildings should have been yay stories tall, and it was like
Nothing.
It was dust. So it's like, interesting. And you had cars with their engine blocks missing, blocks away from the towers, just the engine blocks, and then rust. Like the whole car was rusted, or part of the car was rusted, and the engine block's gone.
How does that make sense, though? Wouldn't, like, everything be gone?
You think so, but the engine block is like pure iron or pure, it's
okay.
legit metal, whereas the other stuff is kind of a plastic alloy or something. It's got
Most of it's
metals.
steel. Doors are pretty.
Doesn't it have
normally
other
steel.
stuff in it?
Yeah, like inside them, but not like
Whereas
the
the
actual
engine
door.
block's going to be more of a...
The engine block is definitely that, but doors are definitely metal. They have like plastic on the inside, like the shell.
And you saw all that. Like, I saw pictures where half of the car is rusted. It looks like a beam hit it. If this energy weapon exists, it looks like a beam hit it, rusted that part, rusted that engine block to nothing, and the rest of the car's fine, untouched. It looks like it was burned.
That's crazy.
It's so cool. There was on ground zero, there was what looked like molten metal, and like tractors were touching it, not a problem, just transporting it. It was glowing molten, and it wasn't hot. So I was just like, interesting.
I definitely give all that stuff a possibility, because everybody that I talk to, everybody that anyone talks to, does not think it was the planes that destroyed the towers.
No,
Because it wasn't.
no,
There was no way.
and it could have been a bunch of other stuff, but yeah, this has been the most intriguing theory that I've found
Most scientific.
to date, and it was a very convincing fact why China hasn't come after us yet. As a world superpower, because or any other superpower,
Because they're scared that we have that.
Yeah. So I was like, interesting. I don't believe it necessarily, but I'm definitely open to that possibility, as well as a couple others that way.
Do you believe we'll have a world war in the next 10 years?
No.
You don't think so?
Nope.
Why?
There's too much to lose on both sides. I'm sure there will be a war. I don't think we'll have a world war. I don't think we'll have one of those in the foreseeable future.
Maybe not in
Because
our generation.
it's too demanding on the entire planet. It literally took out the economy of the planet both times.
That's true.
It increased it a lot, and then it just crashed
Crushed it.
both times. Same with people. It wiped out full generations of people. It's just too taxing.
It's just not worth it for anyone, basically.
I'll bet you we will see China invade countries, as well as Russia, and you'll probably see the United States come and back those countries, or try to.
I bet Russia invade Ukraine here soon, and
Yep.
China into
I mean,
Taiwan.
they're literally staging thousands of troops on the border
Yeah.
right
It's
now.
kind of obvious.
They're prepping for an invasion.
Taiwan's on the way, and Hong Kong is already getting sketchy.
Yep.
Way more sketchy.
So anyway, yeah, I think we will see some invasions for sure, and the U.S. might try to defend them, or the U.S. might just say, "Don't do that,"
Stop that.
The U.S. is quickly being replaced as a world superpower, I believe,
You think so?
in the next 10 years. Oh yeah,
I think we're going to keep up, though.
we'll see. It depends. If we can get our own stuff figured out at home, because no other country is dealing with this crap. It's literally only the U.S.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure there's countries in Europe that are having the same kind of awakening, or whatever the hell they want to call it.
Or Asia's having a lot of that stuff, too. Like, just things that we don't hear about.
Yeah, well, I mean, China's like, be more masculine, you know?
Well, they're
That's
also
true.
communists and
Yes,
have
they are.
concentration camps. So
I guess they've already
can't-
gone
they are.
so far. That's
everything they do, you gotta take with a grain of salt.
true.
Yes.
Maybe even a handful.
Get
Salt
this.
the wounds.
Ben Shapiro just posted this. He said Canadians issue Morse code SOS across the U.S. Ontario border to protest new restrictions. Because they're in a military state, like they can't leave their houses or anything.
Are they really?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
Like by the government, or just so. That's pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a big.
Well,
bummer.
there's riots starting all over in Europe because they don't let them out of their houses, and they're running out of food.
It's not a good time to travel.
Nah. Yeah, there's a lot of things that are going to come to a head. I think we will likely see invasions. We will likely see the U.S. try to step in. And I also think we will see the U.S. replaced as the world superpower in the next 10 years.
You don't think
But-
we're going to get invaded, though?
No. Nope. If I were a country, I wouldn't touch the U.S.
No, I wouldn't either.
Because
Pick on
if-
someone your own size.
Because when the U.S. gets involved in war, that's when we become a superpower. We're riding the superpower from World War II. Still. You know, we're just riding that wave all the way.
Because America is based on fuck you.
Yeah,
So
we
can
we
fuck
go hard.
ourselves, but anyone else that comes to fuck us, we
And
kill
we'll band
them.
together.
Yeah. Then everyone loves each other until you're dead.
Yeah.
And
China.
then we'll go back to hating each other again.
Yeah. As long
Yeah.
as we hurt each other from the inside, it's fine.
Yeah, but that's what I think we'll see. As we'll say, especially if cryptos become a big thing, which they are becoming. China is the majority holder of Bitcoin in the world.
Really?
Yes,
I did not know that.
they created it.
Oh, yeah. What was it, that guy's name? I don't know.
Nobody knows. Something Satoshi maybe.
No, he had a name. I definitely remember it. He was like created it on purpose to
Well, I would hope so.
be a currency that
Yeah.
wasn't controlled.
Yeah, and I think it's something Satoshi because the smallest unit of a Bitcoin is called a Satoshi.
It's probably definitely that then.
Yeah. But he's kind of gone off the world stage. He pieced out a long time ago.
I would too.
Yeah. Get wealthy, be like, nah, see ya. Good luck. Let the machine run itself. But anyways, yeah, China's the majority holder of Bitcoin as far as I understand. And let me double check my facts on that.
Just get Facebook to do it.
Yeah. Of the most Bitcoin holders.
That's citizens. So China's on the third.
Yeah,
It's a good old US of A.
Which countries hold the most Bitcoins? Here we go. On Quora. Quora is going to be a good one.
Isn't this just other people answering? Right?
Yeah, but it's all upvoted and stuff.
It's also 3 years old.
Is it?
Yeah.
Hmm. Let me see. Countries with most Bitcoin in 2020. Holy, never mind. Wait.
Europe is just.
Oh, this is the Bitcoin trading volume. This isn't how many they own.
Yeah, Kenya's on there, dog. That's pretty wild.
Whoa.
But also, Europe is just one thing. Just the whole continent. Europe, rest of.
Oh, they have the United Kingdom and then the rest of Europe.
Yeah,
Okay,
just lump the whole continent together.
so let me see. How do I find holding? Let me see.
It says it right there.
Yeah, 7 countries with the most Bitcoin holders. All right, I was very wrong. United States, Romania,
Forgot they
and
existed.
then China. Let's see.
Wait, yeah, let's.
Okay, so China has one of the biggest trading volumes of Bitcoin on the daily.
That means they use it the most, like to buy stuff and whatnot.
I think they just trade it the most. But the other chart said that the United States traded it the most. Anyways,
Nothing to
so
it
so
anyway.
China is one of the top one of the top holders of Bitcoin. I guess not the top anymore.
Hmm.
I know they definitely were for a long time. Maybe they're the top holder of cryptos.
Like cryptos in general.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I'm not going to spread that. So yes, I do think the U.S. will be replaced as a world superpower unless we do something to figure out the problems we have at home quick.
Yeah, which is not likely.
It's about to get hella worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think once we figure it all out, we might have a good chance of rising back up. But China's been building infrastructure. They've been building roads. They've been building hyperspeed trains across the country. All sorts of stuff there.
Helps when you can have slaves.
Way to be direct.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about us 250 years ago, whatever.
Not talking about that.
No, he's talking about China.
currently,
Oh, I know,
yeah.
but I was just bringing up the United States as well. How we boomed so fast as well helped us.
Yes, when you don't have to pay people, things go a lot better. Or maybe not better, but quicker?
It's
I don't
possible, but honestly, the U.S.
World War II is what really set us ahead.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
a
US
common goal.
really became a superpower after we all decided to band together and become a manufacturing superpower.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And we were all paid.
And it's a unifying idea.
But now we're built on the backs of almost slaves in China.
Yes.
Mhm.
I wouldn't say almost.
As long as it's a livable wage in the country that they're in, I think it's perfectly fine.
Yeah, no,
Honestly.
I'm just thinking more like
If it is cheaper, it's...
they got
that's-
concentration camps.
Yeah, for the weaker Muslims.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is fucked up.
Yeah, it is.
By the way, he didn't say weaker Muslims. He said Uyghur Muslims.
Yeah.
Uyghur?
Uyghur?
Mhm.
I don't know where that's from.
What does that mean?
I've got no clue.
Uyghur. Okay.
Let me look it up.
Uyghur.
That's
Yeah,
what I
Uyghur.
said.
It sounds like we're all saying it.
I thought you said weaker the first time. I was like, weaker Muslims. All
All
right.
right, let me see.
No.
I'll bet you. I wonder if Uyghur is...
A place?
Yeah, like a place that they come
Why
from.
are they being accused of genocide? I thought this was like a pretty established fact.
Well, it is. They're artificial.
Wasn't
I
it
don't wanna
like
get into it.
Chinese people that went Muslim, so they're like, yeah, no, and then they put them in concentration camps?
I wouldn't be surprised.
That's what I thought.
Also seen in Hong Kong, they're shipping people out to re-education camps because Hong Kong is almost a free nation inside China.
Hmm.
And then
They're
their
trying to do
deal's
that
up.
for America too. Re-education camps.
They can
excuse
catch
me?
some lead.
Yeah. Yeah. That's like.
Catch these hands, dog.
Yeah. We just disagree.
All right. They're kind of a Turkish ethnic group affiliated with Central and East Asia. Let's see. Native to Northwest China. They're an ethnic minority.
Yeah, I think I've seen in those camps they're like making them eat pork and basically do everything that's bad in their religion.
So basically, they're just kind of not letting them practice their religion
And harvesting their organs.
and that.
Ah, yes,
Yeah.
the organ harvesting.
Sell on the Silk Road.
Doing everything they're against, huh? Sounds like, oh, what was I going to say? When they had the gays and they tried to make them straight, what was that called?
Oh, yeah. I don't know. When the church did it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
crazy.
I don't know what that's called, but I know what
So
you're
I
talking
don't know
about.
what makes a Uyghur different from a regular Muslim.
Probably just where
It's
they're
the
from.
area. Yeah.
Uh,
Because they're in Asia.
so Muslims are bad in China, apparently. Because they get concentrated in camps. Okay.
Yeah, that's bad.
Just consolidation, bro.
Yep, just like we did to the Japanese in World War II. Bad idea.
Yep.
It's no good.
Bad, just your character.
Yeah. We actually had I think it was a prisoner of war camp down here in Salina, Utah. I think it was during World War II. And there was actually a massacre down there. Some dude ended up getting on one of the turret towers and gunning down a bunch of people in the camp.
Whoa.
And it was a cover-up. Yeah, there's a whole book written about it.
Wow.
Pretty cool.
That's
They've got a
impressive.
museum down there and everything.
What's that
Um,
building that you drive past when you're going to Lehigh? That government building? It's got like no windows on it.
NSA.
It's the NSA.
NSA
the one
building.
with all the hard drives.
Mhm.
Yep. Collect all your data, but they don't look at it unless they need to.
Yeah.
Their website says if you have nothing to hide, you have nothing to fear.
Good point.
Everybody's got stuff to hide. That's the
Their
point of
their
privacy.
website is legit creepy as hell. I've explored it and I was just like,
The NSA?
oh yeah, it was sketchy. That is some technology that went the wrong direction. Hashtag 9/11, hashtag Patriot Act.
Ooh.
Is the Patriot Act's where they can look
Yep.
at anything?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
January 6th.
And
made
it was
that worse.
it was a multi-100-page bill that was released, I think, the day after 9/11 and approved just a couple days after. Nobody read it.
You should not make laws that people can't understand.
No, they made the law before 9/11. That's the thing.
Oh.
Yes, you can't write a couple hundred
So-
pages overnight.
So that's interesting.
There's so much shit about 9/11 that's just like, bruv. Oi, bruv. That's
Yeah.
fishy.
Something is fishy.
Yes. Something smells like an aquarium, and it's not so. Government.
Yeah. The jets that morning were sent away from the Twin Towers.
What does this mean?
There was multiple planes. One allegedly struck in a field, and there was no debris. One allegedly struck the
Pentagon.
Pentagon.
They
Thank
tried
you.
to hit the
No
Pentagon.
debris.
They didn't hit the Pentagon.
They hit the Pentagon.
Yeah,
Did they?
They tried to hit
They
the
did.
White House, and they didn't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
It ended
they
up in
did.
a field in Pennsylvania.
There was something that hit the Pentagon. I've seen camera footage and stuff. It's not an airplane.
It's a bomb.
It was a bunker buster bomb.
Hmm.
That's what I'm going to say.
Rar.
And there was no debris. No plane debris in the field. No plane debris in the field. No plane debris near the Pentagon.
Huh.
We watched the planes hit the towers. That was wild. And a plane would not bring down a building.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say.
Jet fuel can't melt steel beams.
Even if it could, it's not going to bring down the entire building from the bottom up.
The top would just fall off.
You can watch the video,
Yeah.
and it literally, you can see bombs going boom, 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 boom. You're like, oh.
You can also
You
see
savage.
swirling eddies coming out from it, which was according to this book that I checked out just a little bit, was like a indicator of some electromagnetic energy weaponry.
Oh.
There's allegedly a weapon that the U.S. has that can sublimate metal, turn it from a solid to a gas. And there's pictures of these parts of the building as it's falling down, big pieces of metal, and there's separate pictures as it's coming down, and you can see it's full up here, and then there's part of it missing, and then it's just nothing as it's coming down. It just turns to dust.
What else do they have?
You want me to get you a book? It's about $50, I think.
Or just listen to the first part of the podcast. You were gone when we were talking about that.
Oh yeah.
You were upstairs.
But you'll
I was
like
taking
the
a
book.
shit.
Thanks.
Yeah.
It's called Where Did the Towers Go? I almost got it one time, but I didn't. I did read part of it though, and it was very intriguing. Lots of cool pictures. Like I said, there were cars that looked like they were burned halfway down the car. Almost like a beam had hit it, and it was rusted and burned. The metal only, like the cushions and everything, fine. All the metal rusted out, looked like it was burned to crap. The engine block missing in a bunch of cars. Gone.
Bush did it.
Yep.
So I think it was him solely.
Anyways, it was very intriguing.
What's it called?
Yeah, I just told you. But it's called Where Did the Towers Go?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
But, yeah, I think it's about $50. Very intriguing. This,
It's not on Audible.
no.
No, you try
No,
to
I
look.
don't think so.
It's a picture book.
Yeah, it is. It is a picture book, and it's got a bunch of science behind it and stuff that you got to look at. But from what I understand, this lady was ostracized as a professor as soon as she published this book.
Well, doesn't mean she's crazy though.
Nope.
Just
It's
means
not.
people didn't like to hear what she had to say.
Yeah.
Cancel
Um,
culture.
Yeah. I
been
think you
real
can find that
forever.
one on Amazon, though. Very
Okay.
interesting. Anyways,
The moon landing was fake.
oh shit.
Oh, we're getting into that.
Yeah, sure.
Well, now we're getting into it. I'll be back in a sec.
Okay.
Where you
We
going?
could save all these for a conspiracy podcast.
That would be kind of fun.
Yeah, then we could have Josiah because he believes in lizard people.
We could have Donzi on for that one too. He's such a conspiracy theorist.
Let's do it.
I'm so down, dude. He'd
Think
love
of
it.
So we're running pretty long today too.
Yeah, we are. Well, we should stop talking about this and talk about it in a different one. Because that would be hella interesting to go into, and we're already... Holy shit.
How
We're
long?
long.
Like hour and a half?
Hour 40?
We're long into it.
Yeah.
Jeez. Well, should we wrap it up then?
We probably should.
All right.
Solid.
I don't even realize what time it was. I was having so much fun.
I know. Every time it's good. Noah stepped away, but yeah, we'll just wrap it up here. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, subscribe to our Patreon.
Check out our Instagram.
Yep, Instagram, Twitter,
Not Facebook.
Not Facebook.
Facebook, Pinterest.
Yeah.
But yeah, you guys have a great day. Thanks. Bye.
Peace
Well,
out.